What's good with y'all boys, man? I hope y'all are staying blessed as always, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now in today's video is part 2 of my Guard Academy series. In part 1 of this series, we went over how to score the ball more effectively as a point guard, because you have to be a threat if you are playing point guard. But in this video, we're going to be going over tips on how to pass and get assists to get your teammates involved in the game. And before I get into those tips, I will be showing you guys my attributes that I run on my point guard build, the badge loadout for every single category, and all of my animations. So if that sounds good to y'all, go ahead and drop a like for me, subscribe to the channel if you guys want more content like this, and let me know if you want a defense part 3 as a point guard. And with all of that being said, let's go ahead and hop straight into it. If you guys want to grab up a 2K Labs premium membership, you can use code KOZA for 20% off. They have the exact green windows, the exact make percentages of all the jump shots, and even the best animations in the game. So if you guys don't want to watch content creators like me, you can have the full spreadsheet of all the stats in the game right in front of you. Now these are the attributes for my 6'3 point guard build. I get some of you guys might have a 6'6, 6'7, 6'8, or 6'9 demigod. Some of you guys might be 6'1 watching this video. It all, you can have attributes however you can have any build you want, as long as you have the necessary attributes, like something like ball handle or passing accuracy or some acceleration, some finishing. Just be a little bit well-rounded, be able to have steals so you can play lanes and stuff like that. But you guys don't need a specific build to be effective as point guard. You guys just need the attributes necessary to be a threat, but also to be able to pass the ball. Give the whole breakdown on how to make this build in the builder in this video right here. So if you want to know how I made the build like to a T, go ahead and watch that video. But if not, bro, let's keep it rocking. Now these are all my badges for whenever I play point guard. I have Giant Slayer. If I could get a gold, I'd rock it gold, but I don't have anything finishing cord. I only have bronze fearless finisher. A lot of people try to get that 77 driving layup for the silver fearless finisher. It's a really good boost, but I haven't cored anything on finishing, and so I don't have posterizer, but I have the badges necessary to be a threat whenever I'm dunking the ball. But for shooting, it's a GG. Midi Magician gold. I might even make another point guard build to get this badge off, because I'd be eating in the mid-range. If you guys haven't seen the last video, I eat up that mid-range on this build. But I have double core, I have Green Machine gold core, and Agent 3's gold core, so I can have blinders, limitless range, bronze amped, Hall of Fame volume shooter. I can get the gold mini magician. The shooting, you have to be a threat, bro, whenever you're shooting the ball, because you're not going to be finishing all like that. You're not going to be dunking, because if you have a center that's like picking and slipping or doing something like that, or you got people cutting, you're running with randoms in the paint and the spacing all there, you're not going to be able to, you know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to shoot. But on the playmaking, killer combos, handles for days, clamp breaker. Now I need to get my extra badge point whenever I hit level 39, and then I'll put like killer combo silver, and I gotta put bailout back on. You need bailout bronze on, but I'm just waiting to grind it out. But Hall of Fame quick first step, Hall of Fame unpluckable, bruh, a little bit of vice grip. So you guys need these badges. These are all the best badges for playmaking. Now for defense, you don't have to be a lockdown, but you still have to be able to play defense, bro. I got gold interceptor cord to play lanes. I have a really long wingspan on this build. I got gold gloves to get the on-ball plucks, pick dodger in case I get hit with the screen, gold workhorse, a little bit of menace and off-ball pest. Bronze clamps or bronze challenger would be really nice to have. It's just not worth it. I would have glove and interceptor over that, but if I could get that bronze challenger or even some clamps, would be dope. But these are all of my animations right here. Again, you guys do not need these exact animations. I get some of you guys on a 6'7, 6'6, 6'8, 6'9 demigod. You guys don't need these animations. You just got to know how to move. And my dribble pull up, for the people asking, is Trey Young whenever I am on a 6'4 under build. Now we can get into the 5 tips I have for y'all for passing the rock, because you guys have to know how to pass as a point guard, bro. You can't just be a bucket, bro. If you're a bucket, go ahead and be shooting guard, but point guard, you have to get your teammates involved. You're not the only player on the court. So tip number 1 I have for you guys is always have your icons up whenever you're bringing the ball down the court. As soon as you touch the ball, you see, as soon as the ball touches my hands, I'm having my icons up, making the simple pass. Sometimes the defense they just break down, and some people just don't play defense, you feel me? So you guys have to hit the open man, bro. You guys have to have your icons up to be ready at the snap of a finger to make that pass, because if you're a second too late, they could play that lane. So again, to have your icons up on Xbox, it's just tapping the right bumper, and if you're on PlayStation, I'm pretty sure it's R1. Just tap that, all the icons will come up. You press the button above their head, and it will throw it to that player instead of you just directional passing it, and it goes to the wrong guy a lot of the times. Now tip number 2 is kind of adding on to the last tip, but it's get the ball down the court, especially on fast breaks, bro. I know you want to be that guy to make a play or maybe be a general, but get the ball down the court. If it's on a fast break, 99% of the time you guys want the furthest guy down the court to have the ball. You guys have to convert on the fast breaks, and to do that, a lot of people don't know, especially the centers. Listen centers, bro. If you hit your icons right bumper, right, if you press left bumper after you bring your icons up, you'll pass it to the closest person to the basket. So if it's on a fast break, it's going to give it to the furthest person down the court. Again, hitting right bumper and then hitting left bumper, it's going to give it to the furthest person down the court. Now this also goes for cuts. If you have somebody cutting, it's going to give it to the closest dude to the basket. So instead of looking for their icon and taking that little hesitation, you guys see a guy cutting, you guys can hit the right bumper, then left bumper, it's going to hit the cut or even the slip. A center comes up, he sets the screen, he slips, and then sometimes the power forward and center are switching back and forth. You see right here, I didn't RT left trigger that, or I didn't RB left trigger that, I RB LT'd that because the power forward was coming up, picking and rolling, and then I had the center coming up, so they're switching back and forth. I don't have to worry about which icon they are. I can just RB and LB that. Now the third tip I have for you guys sounds so simple, but it is so crucial, guys. You have to just keep your head up and just watch the defense fold, bro. Sometimes, like I said earlier, that sometimes people just don't play defense, especially in the randoms. They'll like guard somebody else's man or guard a cut that they shouldn't be. And sometimes there's just a guy open. So just have your head up. Again, have your icons open whenever you have the ball in your hand, again, protecting the ball. And just hit the open man. You guys don't have to, make a play. You guys don't have to pick and roll, pick and pop, or make a play. Sometimes the defense is just, not playing good defense. Just hit the open man and keep an eye out for that. Tip number 4 for you guys. I know you see it in the last few clips. You guys have to hit the slips. You guys have to hit the cuts. And you guys have to hit the pops, bro. That is a whole play in of itself, bro. You guys have to hit the slips, the pops, and the cuts. And if you guys are running with a few people, you're loading into the Rex, say you don't even have a full squad, or you do have a full squad, or you're loading in with 2, 3, 4 guys, call a cut or call a pick and pop if you see it's going to be there, or call a screen and a slip. If the center's playing too high, tell the center to slip. Or if you're just bringing the ball down the court, you see some defender sleeping, tell somebody to cut. You guys don't have to do all this extra shit. Sometimes the easiest way to get a bucket is to call a cut from a teammate that has good slashing abilities, and he's just going to go get a quick 2, and it's just going to be easy. It's going to be a lot less stress on you whenever you're playing point guard. And again, whenever somebody's cutting or whenever you call a cut, you guys don't have to look for their icon. You can just RB LB it, and it's going to give it to the closest dude towards the basket. And the 5th and final tip I have for today's video is don't force the pass. Sounds weird, bro, but if you go out there and I have some games where I try to shoot for 20 assists, I aim for 20 assists, and the defense just knows I'm not a threat, I'm not trying to get a bucket, so they'll just play the pass all game. So you guys can't force the pass. If the defense is fully playing the pass and the bucket's wide open, you see sometimes I'll just take the wide open bucket. You can be a pass first point guard, but you do have to shoot and you do have to score at some point in the game. It's very rarely that you can have 0 points and 25 assists. Eventually, after you get like 6 assists or something like that, the defense is gonna be like, oh, all this dude's doing is passing, bro. So stay home, watch your man's off ball, and just stuff like that. You guys have to be a threat. Again, part 1 to my Guard Academy series was scoring, you feel me? So if you guys haven't watched that, I highly suggest y'all go back and watch that video. But that's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope I'm helping somebody out. I know a lot of people play center a lot, and this could be their first year transitioning to point guard because they're tired of getting sold, or just somebody not used to playing point guard, or somebody that does play point guard all the time. He's just looking to improve his game just by that much, and he's trying to be well rounded, bro. You can't just be one dimensional. As a point guard, you have to do everything. You have to know how to move. I have dribble tutorials, movement tutorials, speed boost tutorials. You have to know how to pass like today's video, and you have to know how to score. So you're not going to get it all easy. It's not all going to come easy to you, but with reps in practice, playing the game, and just watching videos like this, bro, look at a nice little pop right there. But that's all for today's video. I love y'all boys, and I'll catch y'all in the next video or stream.